Hello, everybody. As you can see here in Canada, we are about to have a federal election very soon. Okay, I wanted to show people how I registered to vote by mail, and you can use this video to help a friend register to vote by mail, if that's what they want to do. So head to elections.ca, which is the official website of Elections Canada, and then select either English or French. I selected English. Now scroll down until you see Ways to Vote. Select it. On the very right, you should see Vote by Mail, and you should see a hyperlink below that, which also says Vote by Mail. So a hyperlink is the underlined thing right here where my cursor is. Okay. Select it. Okay. You have some instructions here. Read through them. And once you've read through them, head down to Apply Online to Vote by Mail, and then select it. Answer some questions honestly. So I am Canadian, and I am older than let me try that again. I am Canadian, and I am older than 18. So this is a yes for me, and this is important because in order to be an eligible voter, you have to be a Canadian citizen who is aged 18 or older on election day. So select yes. Is your home address in Canada? In my case, yes. But if it's no for you, you have to go through a different process, I believe. Will you be in your riding when you submit your application to vote by special ballot? For you, this might be yes. In my case, no. Okay, some more instructions. Read through them. It says what you need to provide, basically. So you need to provide some ID or an affidavit. It says here that you can use a health card in combination with a phone bill. But I used my driver's license, which is also okay. Okay. Now it says decide how you want to apply. I wanted to apply online, so I selected that. Apply online. Here's a privacy notice. Select continue. Okay. Now we're on the final step, basically. You give them your required information, and then you'll be on your way. So give them whatever is required, and it'll say if it's required. I will also recommend that you give them your email address and your phone number. Here's the home address part, and here's the mailing address. So if you have a different mailing address, like an address that you want to have mail be sent to, then you use this portion. Here's the registration status. Oh, and by the way, I think you have to select this, the same as home address, if it is actually the same as your home address. Now back to the registration status. So if you want to be on the National Register of Electors, you select yes. I selected yes. Now you attach images of your supporting documents, so your ID or your affidavit. It must be smaller than 2.5 megabytes. So if it's bigger than that, make sure you compress your file. After that, you certify that the preceding statements are true. So you must be Canadian, and you must be at least 18 years old on election day. You cannot have already voted in this election, as you can only vote once. All of the statements also have to be true. All of the statements on this form have to be true. And then once you've checked all of that, click on Submit. It will bring you to a page where you are allowed to review your application one last time before sending it off. If there is anything that needs to be changed, click on Modify, which should be at the bottom of the page. But if there's nothing that needs to be changed, you just press submit, and then you're done. There will be a confirmation number on the last page. Okay, so there will be a confirmation number that will appear on your screen. Make sure you record that down. It is very important. Finally, I want to explain some other important things about any election. In an election, you do not vote for the top job. So you do not vote for the prime minister. You vote for an MP. You vote for a candidate who's running to become the MP for your riding or electoral district. This also means that if you are living in the district of Mark Carney, you will see Mark Carney as one of your candidates. Anyways, let's just check how you find out who you can vote for. Okay, so you go to elections.ca once again. Elections.ca. You're going to select your language that you're going to use. I selected English. Okay, now enter in your postal code. Okay? So this is the postal code for your official residence. And this postal code here is not where I live, so don't try to look that up. Okay. And now you select who are the candidates in my electoral district. And now it lists all of the candidates that you can vote for. So let's say that I wanted to vote for the Liberal Party. I would have written down Lion Kotler. If I wanted to vote for the NDP, I would have voted for William McCarthy. Okay? And I know that I just used the past tense, which is kind of weird. My brain is not working correctly today. Okay. I hope all of that just made sense. And I hope that all of you have a great day or evening wherever you live. Thank you very much for watching.